Greetings, my lovelies. Hi, it's Emmy. Welcome back to another Emmy Eats. Today, I'll be eating Germany. This is Germany number 9. If you've missed my previous 8 episodes, I shall put the links down below. I have a lot of German fans. Thank you guys so much for showing me so much love and sending me all these beautiful packages of wonderful German treats. So this package comes to me from Little Miss M, Fräulein M. Thank you so much for sending me this beautiful, dense package of German treats. I can't believe how much you managed to fit in this tiny little box. In fact, I think I'm going to have to do 2 episodes because look at this. Can you believe this? These are Ritter Spots, and look how many she sent me. 7 full-size bars, and a little sampler set. Oh my goodness! So look for a follow-up video where I'll be tasting all these flavors as well. This reminds me of some of my Japanese Kit Kat tasting videos. If you missed those, I just recently ate 12 flavors of Japanese Kit Kat, so I shall put the link down below to that video in case you missed that as well. So, Little Miss M, thank you so much! I'm so excited to taste this panoply of chocolate. Little Miss M sent me a beautiful card of some beautiful flowers, and she's from Berlin. I hope to visit Berlin. I have a dear friend that was from Berlin and has only nice things to say about it, so yes. For those of you that watch the show Galileo, which is really popular not only in Germany but all over the world, I was recently on an episode. I think it's in rerun now. Sadly, I actually haven't seen the episode because they don't air that show in the States, but anyways. So the crew came to my house and Haru and I ate some fun stuff, so yeah, if I can find the link, I should put the link down below where you can find more information about that episode, I hope, and maybe see where you can watch it on TV, but yeah. German TV, man, they're great. The first item I have is this. It's called Mista Maka, and it's gourmet Pumpernickel bread. And she says it's often eaten with cheese, cream cheese, or pickles and mustard. Yum. I believe it was in my Emmy Eats Germany Part 5 video. I ate some German pickles and bread and cheese and meats. It was delicious. So I'll put that link down below if you missed that. Ooh, that smells great. The bread is dark. It smells a little bit sweet and malty. It's this beautiful dark color, and it's nice and thick. Look at that. Oh, I think that's actually 2 pieces. Yes, there it is. Itadakimasu. It's good. Hearty, dense, slightly tangy, malty. It has a molasses taste. It tastes like brown sugar without the sweetness. It's very dense in texture and has kind of almost damp kind of chew to it. It's delicious, but very unlike any kind of bread that you find here in the States. So since we have the bread, let's try this next. Milka Väse Vielfalt, and this is a type of melting cheese in 4 different flavors. The blue is cream, the green is herb, the red is salami, orange is pepper, and you can eat it on bread or you can cook it in noodles because it melts really well. Let's try the salami. I'm very curious about that. And this actually reminds me of some of the cheeses we have here in the States that come in this kind of little cardboard container. Here we go. Wrapped in a little bit of foil, super cute. Has a little tab here. You just unzip it. Yes! It smells very smoky, and if you look up close, there's a little speck of pink in there, which I believe is the salami. Let's taste a little bit with our bread. Here we go. Because this is so strongly flavored, you can't really taste this as much. So let's just try the cheese by itself. It has a very, very soft and creamy texture. Very uncheese-like, actually. It reminds me a little bit of some of the processed cheese that we have here in the States. A lot like Velveeta, actually. It has a very smooth, kind of gelatinous texture to it. It has some smoky flavor, which I believe is the salami. And in terms of tasting like cheese, it tastes more of kind of like a milk kind of product. Very creamy and rich, and yeah, more like a cheese sauce rather than cheese. But yeah, not bad. This is called Kalter Hund, and Little Miss N says a typical East German product. The name means cold dog because the chocolate melts with a cool chili feeling in your mouth. Ha! There it is. Oh my goodness. It looks like it's scored on the top, so let's see if I can break it. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. That is so beautiful. Oh, I love it. All right, let's give it a taste. I'm just going to take a bite. Here we go. Super sweet and chocolatey, more like a cocoa chocolatey, but it tastes like frosting. And inside you've got some vanilla cookie that give it a little bit of crunch, and it does have a cooling kind of sensation. Just ever so slightly. So interesting. So these are vanilla Cocos mandolin, vanilla and coconut covered almonds, and they're bio, which means they're organic. Awesome. Oh, they smell great. Vanilla and rich, like cocoa butter. Whoa, cocoa buttery. Beautiful little eggs. All right, let's give that a taste. Mmm. Mmm. So good. Delicious gourmet chocolate-covered almonds. Tastes more chocolate to me, like cocoa butter chocolate, with a strong flavor of vanilla in there, and it's delicious. It says Cocos, so it says coconut, but I don't really taste the coconut so much as I taste a lot of vanilla. The nut is nice and crunchy in the middle, and you still taste the almond flavor, and they're scrumptious. Look at this beautiful thing. This is called an Edelbita. This is 99% cacao, so this is going to be really bitter. Here's the bar. And look at that. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. It smells divine. Wow. It's so bitter. Really, really bitter. And the flavor is so complex. There's some tartness, there's toastiness, richness, and coffee-like. Wow, and tastes incredibly medicinal. Amazing. I think it's the bitterness that makes me think it tastes like medicine in terms of it being so herbally medicinal. The flavors are so complex and nuanced. It's incredible. I don't know if it's something that I would like to have a lot of because it is so strong, but it is amazing, amazing in its complexity. So on the other end of the spectrum is this. It's a Milka Bar. Look at that beautiful bar. It's so stinking cute. And then you take off a piece and it's bubbly inside, like Aero chocolate is. Right, let's give that a taste. Mmm. Wow. That is the complete polar opposite of this. This is so intensely bitter and full of crazy flavors, while this is so intensely sweet and tastes very kind of flat like chocolate. It's delicious. It's what I think of when I think of milk chocolate and Easter. Because it's so full of air bubbles, it just melts even easier in your mouth. It just goes boom, just kind of dissolves in your mouth and has a very airy texture. Very different than a kind of just snap of a typical chocolate bar. Yeah, but great. So this one is yogurt, Shoko, cashew Kona. And these look like yogurt chocolate covered cashew nuts. Yes, sounds great. Oh, I just realized that when you open it, it comes with a little sticker to reseal it. Love that! Okay, I'm going to reseal it when I'm finished. Nice little piece of tape. Here are the beautiful little shiny beans. Let's give them a taste. Mmm. So good. A little bit softer texture than the almonds because the cashew nuts are a little bit softer. To me, it tastes more like white chocolate and a little bit of vanilla rather than the yogurt. I don't taste any tanginess, but it's delicious. Look how beautifully made they are. They're gorgeous and shiny, and the texture is phenomenal. And they're quite sweet, so a couple of them will go a long way. Fantastic. Now I shall fold it over and use my provided sticker and seal it back up. Love that! This is Pfefferminz. Yes! Oh, it looks beautiful. Look at that. Mmm. So good. It's actually very similar to a York peppermint patty, but it has a little bit thicker layer of dark chocolate. But the middle is that same peppermint, sweet, fondant, delicious center. Cooling and minty and wonderful. Made by the same company, Bohem. And this one is Erdbeer. So this is strawberry, and Little Miss M says her students love this one, so let's give that a taste. This one doesn't look as dark as the peppermint one, but I can already smell the strawberry. Let's give it a taste. Mmm. Mmm. Same kind of fondant filling, but instead of being peppermint, it's strawberry flavored. I'm actually quite surprised by it. It is very, very sweet, but there's a nice little bit of tartness to it. And a lovely strawberry flavor that tastes like strawberry jam. The chocolate definitely plays second fiddle to the center, because really it's about the strawberry flavor. But it's quite good, I like it. But after having the peppermint one, I must say I still like that one better. And this is a gummy snack made by everyone's favorite company, Haribo. And these are yogurt gums. And they're like yogurt kisses. Look how cute they are. They're like translucent on the top, and then they have the little center, and they've got this opaque bottom. They're adorable, and they are so soft. They're so squishy. Oh, I love to squish them. Squish, squish, squish. That's kind of amazing. They're so squishy because they're liquid center filled. I've never had a gummy snack like that before. That's amazing. The bottom is like a marshmallow gummy, the top is like a gummy, and the middle is filled with a liquid center, and that's why they're so squishy. Amazing. And we have another Milka Bar, and it's this. And it has Tuc biscuits in it. The first time I ever had a Tuc cracker was a long time ago, back when I was living in Japan. It was a bacon-flavored one. It was a long time ago, but it was delicious. I'll put the link down below if I can find it. And they were flaky and buttery and amazing, but somehow I don't think this is going to be the bacon-flavored one. Look at the size of those little Tuc crackers. They're so tiny. There's one on each side. So stinking cute. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Mmm! First of all, I love the proportion of chocolate to cracker. Yes, this is my kind of sandwich. There is definitely more chocolate to cracker in this mathematical equation, and I love it. The cracker is sweet. It's much like a Keebler Club cracker. It's a little bit buttery and salty. And then you've got a chocolate bar in the middle, which is milky and chocolatey and smackin' delicious. Love it. Alright, so that wraps up this episode of Emmy Eats Germany Part 9. Little Miss Em, thank you so much for generously sending me this huge, heavy package of sweets. Make sure you tune in for the next episode, which I'll be eating tons of flavors of Ritter Sports. I can't wait. And thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite kind of chocolate candy bar was growing up. For me, it was probably York Peppermint Patty or Snickers bar. Yeah, I used to eat a lot of those when I was a kid. And if you want to find me 3 days early, you can find me on Vessel. I should put the link down below. And make sure you check out my other channel, Emmymade, where I do fun kid crafts with my sons and recipes as well. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys learned something, and I shall see you in my next video. Toodaloo, take care, bye! And here's the finished Klondike bar. Couldn't be any easier than that. Look at that, of melting mint ice cream. Alright, 5 points. What bird is that?